राम राम हरे हरे ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुः उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Hare Krishna. So as we revised that we were learning yesterday about the tree which has the roots upwards and the branches and leaves and twigs, they were going downwards. So Krishna says that this tree actually doesn't exist, right? So what is that meaning? The meaning is it is just a reflection. So the world which are we in which we are living now is just a reflection of the spiritual world, right? So real enjoyment is there. This is just a perverted reflection of that enjoyment, right? And most of the time here are suffering. That's why Krishna says that manha shashtani indriyani, they are prakriti sthani karshati. They are just struggling with the mind and senses. They are just trying to fulfill their various demands. And then Krishna spoke about mami vansho jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Krishna told, you are my part and parcel. So what are you doing here? So that amazing story of that how one pearl necklace which was on the top of the tree, but person thought it's in the water. Similarly, we also think that pleasure is available here, but here no pleasure is available. And if you see 8th chapter, Krishna is emphasizing the point. Dukhalayam ashashvatam. Here you will find the miseries, right? And just look around. Just look around. There is very small pleasure, but a lot of misery. Just look around, open your eyes, right? Even somebody is rich, he is also going through some kind of miseries, right? And the other day we were discussing there are 4 miseries: birth, old age, disease, and death. Birth is really miserable. The child is compacted inside the womb, right? Then old age is a misery because you want to enjoy, but you cannot because you don't have a body, proper body. You are really tired during that time. Disease, right? Who loves the diseases? Now, corona is a disease. Who loves that? But still, we have to go through that. And death, everybody has to die. So these are main kind of miseries and pains, right? And Bhagavad Gita tells you that how to come out of this pain, right? So till now we were searching the answers for becoming happy, right, in the world. But Krishna said, first come out of these miseries, then you will be happy. So Krishna is giving detailed description of the spiritual world, what happens in the spiritual world. Na tadbhasayate suryo na sashanko na pavaka. My spiritual world is not illuminated by electricity, nor any moon, nor any sun, right? Yad gatva nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Now, whoever goes there, does not come back. He's telling about that amazing world. So he's inviting that do bhakti, and at the end of this life, you join me, right? So now this chapter, he is telling that which kind of activities or which kind of qualities you should adopt so that you will come to me. And he's giving amazing qualities. We will study one by one. See, many times we think that asura or the demon means one who has, that ऐसे बड़े बड़े बाल होते हैं, सिंग होता है, right? And teeth, they have teeth and they are just killing. This is a conception of a demon. हमने मूवी में ऐसे ही देखा है, हमने सीरियल्स में ऐसे ही देखा है. डीमन मतलब क्या? एकदम बड़ा होता है, काला काला होता है, आंखें एकदम लाल लाल होती है, ऐसा जीभ बाहर होती है और सबको मारता है, वो डीमन है. But here Krishna is telling about the demoniac qualities, right? Means even if somebody doesn't have those, horns, big horns, and fiery eyes, big ears, and big teeth, But if he's having these qualities, then you should understand he's a demon. He's not a good person, he's a bad person. So Krishna is not bothered about the body, कि body कैसा है, right? आपका मन कैसा है सबसे important है. How is your mind? That's the most important thing, right? People want to see the body, right? People see the body, but God sees the heart. God sees your mind, right? So although person is looking handsome and he's well dressed, but his mind is contaminated. According to Krishna, he's a demon, right? Well dressed demon, right? But there is a person who looks like a demon. He's a very blackish, big hairs, long hairs, big horns. But if he has a devotional characteristics, right, qualities in him, then Krishna says he's a divine, right? And there was a demon actually like that. His name was Vritrasura. He was Asura, but in the mind he would think of Krishna. Krishna says he is my best devotee, Vritrasura, right? So let's go ahead and study which qualities Krishna is discussing about in this chapter. Amazing chapter, and we will take various stories to understand these things better. Amazing to see you all again, right? So now in this picture you can see a step, right? A stair, right? Some stairs are taking you up and some stairs are taking you down, right? The stairs which taking you up, so qualities can be a spiritual knowledge, right? Spiritual knowledge is Gita knowledge. Sense control, you should have control on your mind and senses. It is not that something is coming in your mind and you are just doing that, right? No, we have to, first thing you have to tell your mind, no, stop, and then think and then act. Many times what happens, just thought comes and we act. No, you have to control the mind. Then austerity, right? We will discuss each in a detail. Just this is a just synopsis of this chapter. Now you can see which things you are taking you down. The envy, very dangerous. This envy, right? What do you mean by envy? Envy means hatred, right? Just envy. We become envious of others. Usko mere se अच्छे मार्क कैसे मिले? Why he is flourishing so much? Uske घर में गाड़ी आ गया, right? And he has that beautiful TV, right? Lead TV, right? And we have this small dabba, and we become envious of neighbors. We become envious of our friends. But that envy is very dangerous, because when you are envying someone, you are envying Krishna actually, you know that, because in everyone's heart Krishna is sitting, right? Then ignorance. Yesterday someone was telling, the ignorance is bliss. अच्छा है गीता का नॉलेज पता नहीं कितने खुश है, गीता का नॉलेज पता हो गया, अरे बाप रे कितना स्ट्रेस में आ गए, ये खाना नहीं है, यही करना है, जप करना है, भक्ति करना है, तो ही खुश रहेंगे. पहले खुश थे, पहले कुछ पता ही नहीं था, we were not knowing anything and we were actually in bliss. But we can see here that ignorance is actually taking you down. It may give you pleasure for some time, but not for a long time. Then false prestige. What do you mean by false prestige? Ahankar. मैं कौन हूँ? And we will, in detail, we will see that how the person, when he is predominated by false prestige, how he thinks, right? Attachment, pride, anger. Anger is very common, right? मेरे को ये क्यों नहीं मिला? Just imagine you are standing in a queue and sweet is being served, gulab jamuns and rasmalai, right? Or let us say ice cream, and you go there and it is finished. They say, sorry, sir. Right? Many times it happens, right? When you are attending some marriage and you reach to the ice cream and they say sorry. खत्म हो गया, and then you become angry, ये कैसे, मैं ही आया तब कैसे खत्म हो गया, right? But Krishna is saying no, control the anger, don't get angry. You know, yesterday there was a news in the uh, in the in the TV, I think I heard somewhere, and that time there were a marriage, a big marriage in the Corona time. They have called around 500 people. That marriage was going on, and you know, some people did not get the non-veg food. They had made something limited, but those who did not get, they were so angry that they started beating those who got the food. And actually, the fight went so, what do you say, so intense that, you know, both parties were carrying guns and they started shooting at each other. 2-3 people killed, they were killed in that marriage. Can you imagine? Because few people did not get non-veg to eat in that marriage, they became very angry. What's the foolishness? Arey theek hai na, ghar mein jaake khata, right? Ideally, it is pre, what do you say? It is not, you should not eat that. But still, if you want to eat, why you want to fight? Let's go ahead. Now we will see each quality in detail. Krishna has told about 26 qualities, right? These 26 qualities will make you divine, right? These qualities will make you divine. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Namasya Yajnasya Swadhyaya Tap Arjavam. Now Krishna is telling that what are these divine qualities? These qualities will bring you to me. Now listen to these qualities, O Arjuna. Abhayam. Now this person is abhaya, is not fearful, he's fearless, is fearless, right? Sattva Sanshuddhi, he's trying to purify himself. Sattva Sanshuddhi, Shuddhi ka matlab hai purifying. He is purifying himself. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthithi, he is cultivating the spiritual knowledge, right? Just like we are all doing, cultivating the spiritual knowledge. Danam, he gives donation. Dhamma, Dhamma means sense control. He gives donations, not only in the terms of money, but helping also, helping others. When he says somebody is in trouble, he helped them. Dhanam, Dhamma means controlling of the senses. Yajna, he performs yajna, right? And the best yajna we saw in the 11th chapter. What is the best kind of yajna? The best kind of yajna is Japa yajna, yajnanam, Japa yajnosmi. Krishna speaks in the Gita. सारे यज्ञों में मैं कौन हूं? जप यज्ञ. So you may not, I mean, it's very practically not possible in the age, right? But still there are people, if you do that, that's amazing, the yajna. But if it is not possible, Krishna says yajnanam japa yogyasmi, you just do japa. That is the best yajna. Yajnasya swadhyaya. The swadhyaya means study. Now somebody may say, now I'm doing a job, why should I study? But Krishna is telling swadhyaya is for everyone. Till you die, you have to study, right? So in the Gurukula, they make you make habit of, you know, getting up early in the morning. They get up by 3:30 or 4 a.m. and then they study the whole scriptures for 3 hours, 4 hours every single day. Swadhyaya, right? Swadhyaya is very important. Self-study. Hardly any one of you, you know, I don't know about you, but I just observe kids nowadays, they are not interested in a Swadhyaya. They just join tuitions and teacher bombard them. ये करो, ये करो, ये करो. मतलब खुद कुछ नहीं करते हैं, right? When teacher pressurizes them, they do that. So that doesn't come under the Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means Swa Adhyay, khud se karo, right? I remember when we were kids, that time there were no popularity of the classes and tuitions, right? So, and in my school, you know, there were many toppers, right? They had not seen the face of tuitions, right? They were not actually that time. I'm talking about 2007 or 6 that time, right? So Swadhyay Krishna is telling me, खुद से करो ना पहले. Here Prabhupada has described Swadhyay means study of the Vedas. That's also right. So one has to study the Vedas also. Tapa means austerity, right? थोड़ी तो austerity, थोड़ा तो शरीर को परेशानी होनी ही चाहिए, right? हम कोई रूम में बैठे, गर्मी हो रही, फैन लगाओ, टॉलरेट करो थोड़ा सा, कुछ नहीं होने वाला, right? We don't tolerate, we are just, we just want comfort, right? Krishna is telling, come out of your comfort zone, right? Come out of your comfort zone. So try to tolerate. Arjavam, no? Arjavam here means simplicity, right? One has to be very, very simple, not complicated. Simplicity means no duplicity. No duplicity means अंदर कुछ अलग है, बाहर मुंह पे अलग है. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी, राइट? मुंह पे अच्छे बोल रहे, यू आर सो नाइस, यू आर सो वंडरफुल, एंड इन द माइंड, क्या ये आदमी यार, इसको निकालो यहाँ से, इसको निकालो यहाँ से, राइट? You may think about that. So simplicity, जो अंदर है should come out. अहिंसा, अहिंसा सत्यम क्रोध त्याग शांतिरपैशुनम दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वं मार्दवं वीरचापलम. अहिंसा, don't commit violence, right? See, Krishna is telling so many times, don't commit violence. Unnecessary violence is not at all allowed, right? And we see people, they just take pleasure in killing, in committing violence, right? So Krishna is saying, don't do that. Satyam, speak truth. Akrodha, don't be angry. Tyagaha, renunciation, don't be attached to something. Be ready to give, right? Shanti, shanti, right? He's not disturbing the mind. You see people, they're so disturbed in the mind. Apaishunam. Now, apaishunam is very important here. Apaishunam means aversion to fault finding. Means he never finds fault with anyone. In Hindi, we call it as a chugli karna. In Hindi, we call it as a chugli karna, right? Chugli karna आपने सुना है? जैसे हम जाते हैं ना, कान में बताते, तुझे पता है इसने क्या किया? मुंह पे तो दिखाता है. From his face, it looks like he's such an intelligent guy. तुझे पता है what he does? He is very dirty man, very bad man, not a good person. चुगली करना. तुझे पता है इसने क्या किया? ये क्या करता है? इसको जाके उसको बताना, इसका उसको बताना, right? इसको बोलते हैं चुगली करना. पैशुनम, fault finding. We are always searching for faults, isn't it? When we see somebody is doing greater than us, we try to see its faults, right? ये क्या गलती करता है देखो अभी, right? ये क्या करता है हम देखते हैं अभी, like that. दया, okay. अपैशुनम means चुगली नहीं करने की है. Don't find fault with anyone, right? If you keep finding faults in everyone, you will not find the time to find a Krishna in them, right? जब तक आप दूसरों के दोष देखेंगे तब आपको कृष्णा दिखेंगे ही नहीं, राइट? जैसे ही आपको दोष दिखने लगने बंद हो जाएंगे, आपको कृष्ण दिखने शुरू हो जाएंगे. डोंट सी एनीवन्स फॉल्ट्स, राइट? बिकॉज सी एवरीवन इज कंडीशन्ड. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, इतना सोता है ये, व्हाट डू यू से, कितना खाता है ये, आपको क्या करना है, राइट? व्हाट इज, कभी पढ़ाई नहीं कर रहा. Don't find faults in anyone, right? Daya, daya means karuna or kindness, right? भूतेश्व, दया भूतेश्व है वो, मतलब सारे जीवों के प्रति करुणा, राइट. So when you find a dog, feed him, right? When you find a cat, feed cat, feed cat. And if you find a cow, feed cow. Simple, daya bhuteshu. Show your mercy to everyone. Aloluptvam. Aloluptu का मतलब होता है he is not greedy. लोलुप्त मतलब क्या? और दो, और दो, और दो, और दो, और लाओ, और लाओ, और लाओ, और लाओ. अलोलुप्तु का मतलब होता है is not greedy. Ardavam. Ardavam means gentleness. Komalta. Ardavam means komalta. He's very komal, very tender hearted, we say, right? कोमल है एकदम, नॉट हार्ड हार्टेड. हार्ड हार्टेड मतलब क्या होता है? करो इसको, इसका ये कर दो, इसका वो कर दो, राइट? यू मस्ट हैव सीन in the movies that how the king would punish people, right? Hard hearted. But Krishna here is telling that komal, one should be komal, gentle, right? Reera. Reera का मतलब होता है that he is not, he is doing his duties regularly. Now Hindi it is said अकर्तव्य करने में लज्जा, मतलब he is doing his कर्तव्य regularly. अचापलम, determination, he is very determined. अचापलम, चापलम का मतलब होता है इधर उधर भागना. चपल कहते हैं ना, चपल. तो चपल का मतलब होता है इधर उधर सब भागना. बट अचपल मतलब is focused on one thing. तेजः. तेजः क्षमा धृति शौचम अद्रोह नातिमानिता भवन्ति संपदा दैवीम् अभिजातस्य भारत. तेजः, he has vigor. Vigor means he is ready to protect the innocent people. He has that power. Teja means power. Kshama. Kshama means he is forgiving. Dhrutihi, fortitude. Shaucham, cleanliness. Adroha. The adroha means the freedom from. Okay, I'll check that. Adroha means what? Natimanita. He is not. He's not asking for honor. कि मुझे को मान दो. भवन्ति संपदा दैवीम अभिजातस्य भारत. तो दैवी गुण के जो लोग हैं उसमें ये सारी संपदा होती है. We will focus now here the previous verse. Apaishunam, aversion to fault finding. Don't find fault with anyone, right? I'll tell you one story here. I hope you are all listening, right? Amazing story. So there was a saint, not a saint actually, but he was a really amazing person. His name was, I think, Tribhuvan Das, right? His name was Tribhuvan Das, and he was an amazing person. He was feeding so many brahmanas, so many people. He was just doing charity, right? And all kinds of people, poor and the people who would beg, they would come to him and they would at his place. So thousands and thousands of people would eat at his place. Not only that, but he would arrange a Bhagavad Katha for everyone. So he was preaching also. He would ask everyone to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So he was doing amazing preaching. He was feeding everyone, and so many people would come at his home that all of them were really happy on Tribhuvan Das. But Tribhuvan Das was feeling that I need some servant also, right? And none of the servants would stay at his place because they would say, अरे कितना काम है यार, right? कितने सारे कहाँ से पंडित लोग आ जाते हैं खाना खाने यहाँ पे. So nobody would stay at his place, right, to help him. Only him and his wife would cook for everyone, would serve everyone, right? Throughout the day, can you imagine? They would do this service. So one day, God thought, let's help him. Let's help him. So Krishna took the form of a young boy. He came to his place where he was serving, and then he started shouting, "Oh, Tribhuvan Das, you wanted some labor, right? I want to serve here. Please give me some job." He was so happy because he was searching for someone from so many days. So he said, "Okay, I will take you, but kitna paisa loge?" Right? The employer asked, "Kitna paisa loge?" Then he said, "See, I will not take any money, but I will eat." Then he said, "So many people eat here. If you also eat, we don't have any problem." But then he said, "No, I will eat every day 5 kgs. How many kgs? 5 kgs. Do you know how much we eat every day? We eat only, I mean, throughout the day, we must be eating hardly 1 kg. But he told, at one time, I will eat 5 kgs. 5 kgs, big thing, Baba. Hmm? Our stomach is so small. How we will treat their 5 kgs, right? Tribhuvandas said, "No problem. You can eat 5 kgs. I will provide you. And if you want money, I will give that also." He said, "No, no, no, no money. Only 5 kgs food at a time." Okay, what else? Then he said, "I have second condition. The second condition is that nobody should find fault in me. Nobody should say, कितना खाता है, कितना सब कुछ खा जाता है." Nobody should say that. He said, "Done." Now here all are, bhaktas and devotees and brahmanas are coming to it. So nobody will do that. Nobody will say you anything. You eat whatever you want. 5 kgs. I will say you eat 10 kg. No problem. So he started working there. He was Krishna. Then he said, "What is your name?" He said, "I am Antaryami." So he said, "Antaryami is very unique name. Who did give you this name?" He said, "I don't know. When I was a small boy, I was abandoned by my mother and father, and from that time I'm just roaming, right? So thank you. You have given me protection and you are giving me food because I need a lot of food, 5 kg at a time." He said, "No problem, you eat here." So now Antaryami was serving Tribhuvan Das, right? So many Brahmanas, he would get up early in the morning, he would just cook, right, for so many people. And then he would serve. Now his serving was so amazing. He was a god. His serving was so amazing that आपने देखा होगा कभी, आप यदि गांव में जाते हैं बड़ा, people sit there. There is no conception of going to a table, caterer's table, and taking with your own hand. People would sit. Previously, they would sit. In the Marathi, we called it as a pangat. पंगत में बैठते थे और सब सर्वर्स आते थे बांटने के लिए, धीरे 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 धीरे। तो उससे दो चीजें होती थी, आप भी बैठ के अच्छे से खा सकते हैं, और दूसरी चीज ये होती थी कि आपका झूठा हाथ भी नहीं लगता, राइट? यू आर ईटिंग, वही हाथ आप लगा रहे, राइट? तो इट्स नॉट गुड। दैट्स व्हाई दो चीजें होती थी, क्योंकि जो खड़ा रह के खाता है, उसका डाइजेशन भी अच्छा नहीं होता। Only one animal who stands and eat the whole food is घोड़ा, हॉर्स, राइट? तो हमें हमेशा बैठ के ही खाना चाहिए। तो पहले से बैठ के खाते थे। तो कोई बोले कि हे अंतर्यामी गिव मी दिस, उससे पहले ही वो आ जाते थे मन का सुन के। सबसे पहले डिजायर मन में आता है ना, बाद में मुंह पे आता है, अरे नमक कम है, तो बाद में बोलेंगे नमक। तो जैसे ही नमक बोलते थे उसके पहले अंतर्यामी हाजिर, नमक लीजिए। तो सोचते थे आपको कैसे पता चला मुझे नमक चाहिए? He said, सब पता है, मेरा नाम ही अंतर्यामी है। And then people would laugh. Nobody could understand he is a god, right? Krishna himself. And he was serving so nicely there, and everyone was so happy on him. Because just imagine that you want to drink water, and before you speak, hey, give me water, the water is present in front of you. And Antaryami could prepare so many kinds of sabjis, so many kinds of sweets and chapatis and puris and whatnot. People were really happy, and Tribhuvan Das was thinking, what an fate I have, that I have got a servant like Antaryami. Everyone is so happy on him. So one day, it so happened that the wife of Tribhuvandas had gone to fetch water, right? On the well, she was fetching the water, and the neighbor came there, and she said, she started glorifying. You are so fortunate. What a servant you have got. Amazing. What a servant you have got. This servant is doing all kinds of services for you. You're really fortunate. Then the wife of Tribhuvandas said, yes, yes, we really have got amazing servant. But only problem is, yeah, the only problem is he eats 5 kg. And as soon as she spoke this, Antaryami, he just disappeared from the place of Tribhuvandas. Just disappeared from the place of Tribhuvandas. Now, nobody was cooking there. So many sadhus had come there to eat. But where is Antaryami? Now, Tribhuvandas started shouting, Antaryami, where are you, Antaryami? Please come. I'm waiting for you. I'm so attached to you. Please come, please come. Now they searched everywhere. There was no Antaryami, right? And then he realized that somebody must have spoken a negative thing. Somebody must have found a fault within him. That's why he has disappeared. And then he prayed, Krishna, please, my Lord, please guide us. And that time there was a Akashvani. He said, my dear Tribhuvandas, I am the same Lord, your Krishna, who had become Antaryami. And I have told you that I hate fault finding, but still your wife had committed the mistakes, and that's why I have decided to not to be here. Where there is a fault finding, I will not stay there. Right? This fault finding is so intense. Krishna don't like that. Krishna said, don't find fault. Are you a judge? Tell me, are you a judge to see ये क्या कर रहा है, वो क्या कर रहा है, वो क्या कर रहा है? खुद का काम करो ना. तुमको क्या पड़ी है? Right? इसे ना, ये तुझको पता है क्या इसने क्या किया? तुमको क्या करना है? Right? So we should not find fault with anyone. Let's go ahead. We were discussing this. Okay. We had discussed already this. Teja means vigor. Kshama means forgiveness. Dhruti means fortitude. Shaucham, cleanliness. Adroha is peaceful. Natimanita is not hankering for honor. Not hankering. Like there are some people. Yesterday also I told that they're so eager to get man and samman. Right? Why you need a man and samman? Right? Just forget that Krishna is saying, you serve me. Right? If you see that the size of a soul, you know what is the size of a soul? It's staying in the heart, in our heart. Size of a soul is 1/10,000 tip of the hair. मतलब ये मेरा बाल है, बाल का एक टिप निकालूंगा ना, टिप को काटूंगा मैं ऐसे, तो छोटा सा टिप निकलेगा, राइट? उस टिप को मैंने 10,000 पार्ट्स में यदि मैं डिवाइड करूंगा ना, उस टिप को if I cut that part into 10,000 parts, जो मुझे सबसे छोटा पार्ट मिलेगा जो मैं नैनोमीटर में भी नहीं देख सकता, राइट? उस पार्ट का साइज इज इक्वल टू सोल साइज. नाउ दिस इज टोल्ड बाय उपनिषद कि सोल का साइज कितना होता है. That small soul is. That's why we see that he is present in the mungi also, in the chiki also, in the ant also, right? Its size is small. That's why it is present in the viruses also. Viruses are so small, but the soul is so small that he enters into the virus. Right? Bacterias, not virus, bacterias. Right? Bacteria also have soul. right? So he's telling, why I was telling this, our soul size, we are so small, and the Brahmanda is so big. Brahmand, the universe is so huge, so big, right? And at every moment, from the pores of Lord Vishnu, so many Brahmandas are coming, right? But still, we feel I am so important. मेरे सिवा ना कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. Sometimes so much ego we have, right? मैं कौन हूँ? मैं जानते हो मैं कौन हूँ? We say that. कौन है तू? 110,000 tip of the hair. कोई पूछता है ना आपको, बोलता है ना, बताया क्या तुझे मैं कौन हूँ? उसे बोलने का, you are 110,000 tip of the hair. You are nothing. So one thing we have to put here in the brain, that we are nothing. Right? We are nothing. But the God is something. We are zero. We are zero. And however zeros we have, but they don't have value, right? 0, 0, 0 into 0, 0, 0, value is 0, right? But the God is the one. What do we have to do? We have to get God in our life. So we become 10 or we become 100, 1,000. Then that 0 gets value. 0 alone doesn't have any value. So we are actually 0. We are nothing. Right? So Krishna is telling, Nati Manita, don't hanker for honor. Right? Don't hanker. Be satisfied in yourself. Bhavanti Sampada Daivi. Now this is Daivi Sampada. These are good qualities, right? Daivi Sampada. These are divine qualities, and one should aspire to have them, right? हमको यदि पता ही नहीं है तो aspire कैसे करेंगे? That's why Krishna is telling these are divine qualities, and you should aspire. You should develop these qualities in your mind, in your heart, and then you can be called as a divine, right? So I'll tell you one more story. Oh, okay, that's ahead. Nati Maneta, you remember this, huh? Yeah, आगे आएगा. That's why I'm telling you, remember this. Okay, let's go ahead. Now Krishna here is telling about Asuri Sampada, the demoniac nature, right? अभी देखेंगे demon मतलब क्या होता है. Demon, हाँ? Demon का मतलब ये नहीं कि जिसके बड़े बड़े सिंह हो और बड़े बड़े दांत हो, right? तो क्या बोलते हैं कृष्ण, देखते हैं. दंभो दर्प विमानश्च क्रोधः पारुष्यम् एव च अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य पार्थ संपदा सुरीं. Partho, my dear Arjuna, sampada, it is the qualities asurim of demoniac people. Which are the qualities? Dambha. Dambha का मतलब होता है pride. Pride is same as the ego, right? Who am I? A billionaire. You know, so many cars I have. तो जिधर भी I आता है ना, तो समझ जाने का problem है, right? Do you know who am I? I have this phone. I means pride. So be careful of that. Darpa, arrogance, right? Abhiman. Abhiman is similar to the arrow, ego. Abhiman. Krodha, anger, right? Parusham. Parushya का मतलब होता है harsh. Sometimes we become very harsh on someone, right? So we have to control that harshness. Ajnanam, ignorance, right? So dambha, pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature, right? So these are prominent qualities who have demoniac nature. तो राक्षस मतलब वो नहीं इसके बड़े बड़े दांत है, but राक्षस मतलब वो आदमी जिसमें बड़ा अहंकार है, जिसमें गुस्सा आता है बहुत, जिसमें harsh, who is very harsh, who is in ignorance, अज्ञानी है वो, उसको कुछ पता ही नहीं गीता के बारे में, कुछ शास्त्र के बारे में कुछ पता नहीं हम. Now why we need to learn Gita, you know, because we will understand the particular verse comes in the end of this chapter that whoever doesn't understand the scripture now, he cannot become happy at all. Krishna speaks. यह शास्त्रम विद्धि उत्सृज्य, जो शास्त्र को नहीं मानता, जो शास्त्र को फॉलो नहीं करता, वो कभी भी खुश नहीं रह सकता. Krishna's final words. So that's why it's very important to understand scriptures, you know, very important to understand. Read and follow the scriptures if you want to become happy. And somebody says that I don't want to read the scriptures, I don't want to understand the scriptures, I don't want to understand the Bhagavad Gita, then write it down. He cannot be happy. Let's go ahead. And now people were asking na ki story batao, story batao, story batao, ye Shiv ji ka story batao. So we'll study this story today. And now this story is very connected with this book, you know, shloka. That's why I took this story now. Pride and arrogance, anger, harshness and ignorance, these are demoniac qualities. Pride, main kaun hu. And here we learned nati manita, that is always hankering for you know, respect. Now we'll see there was a person, you know, he was just hankering for respect. Ki mujhe respect do, you know, I'm so rich, I'm a dominator here, I'm a controller here, give me respect. And when somebody doesn't give you respect, you feel so angry. इसने मुझे इज्जत नहीं दिया, इसने मुझे सर नहीं बोला, इसने मुझे मैडम नहीं बोला, इसने मुझे गुरुजी नहीं बोला. ऐसा लगता है ना कभी कभी. इसने मुझे आप नहीं बोला, तू बोला, तू. Right? Okay, so you know that Lord Shiva had married with Sati, right? And Sati was the daughter of Daksha. Actually, Daksha was not at all interested in giving his daughter to Sati. Actually, Daksha is like a Manu, or he is the one who has given a chance to populate the world, right? So just like Darwin says, na, ki you have come from monkeys, right? Similarly, our scripture says, not similarly, exact oppositely, our scripture says that no, not from monkeys. There were few people, they had given a chance to populate the world, and one among them was the Prajapati. So he had married many queens. So many queens he had, and he produced so many kids, right? So one of his daughter was Sati. So Sati started worshipping Shiva. She started loving Lord Shiva. She was attracted to Lord Shiva actually, right? And Shivji, you know, Shivji stays in a smashan, right? He stays in a smashan. So many ghosts are roaming around him because Shivji is so merciful, right? Shivji is so merciful, and we saw that ghost doesn't get the body, right? But they can approach Lord Shiva, right? They can do Lord Shiva's bhakti. That's why Shiva is so merciful, and he stays in a smashan. That if somebody, and that's why you see, आप जब भी स्मशान में जाओगे, कहीं तो एक छोटा सा मंदिर भगवान शिव जी का होगा, right? So concept is कि किसी का, you know, unnatural death हुआ है, तो उसके ऊपर भगवान शिव जी कृपा कर देंगे. That is the concept, right? So Shivji, in that sense, if you see, is a very, 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 very merciful, right? And the other day we were speaking about the demon and demigod worship. So if you worship, if you are a really worshipper of Lord Shiva, na, he will guide you how to worship Krishna, how to worship his Lord Ram, right? If you really from your heart, if you worship you, he will guide you. He will become your guru, right? He will guide you how to serve Krishna, right? And I have seen many examples. There were actually people, my friends, and you know, many people go to God. Why they go to God? God, Bhagwan, pass kar de, you know, वो पूरा मेनू लिस्ट लेके जाते हैं. भगवान पास कर दे, भगवान इस महीने के पैसे नहीं आए, पैसे दे दे, भगवान शादी नहीं हो रही, शादी कर दे, भगवान शिव जी देखो और कुछ होता है तो देखो, और कुछ एक्स्ट्रा देना है तो दे दो. So they think Lord Shiva is like their waiter, मेनू कार्ड लेके जाते हैं. Lord Shiva fulfill this. So Lord Shiva, ठीक है, waiter ना, ये लो, दे दो. But those who go to Lord Shiva and actually loves him, Lord Shiva, I don't want anything, I just want your service, that's all. And those who go with such intention, Lord Shiva gives them Krishna Bhakti. Please remember this. Lord Shiva gives them Krishna Bhakti. Because Srimad Bhagavatam explains, Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. Among the Vaishnavas, the worshipper of Lord Vishnu, the Shivji is the highest. And that's why you see his planet is in the Vaikuntha. Right? His planet is in Vaikuntha. So if you are a true worshipper of Lord Shiva, you will go to Vaikuntha. No doubt in that. So Lord Shiva, he was married to Sati, right? And both were staying in the Kailas Parvat. And once upon a time, Prajapati Daksha means जो प्रजा निर्माण करने के लिए पैदा हुआ है, प्रजापति. So many kids he had, right? So he populated the world. So there were many Prajapatis, so he was one amongst them. So please understand, we have not come from monkeys, right? We have come from gods and demigods, right? So Prajapati had arranged a big sacrifice, big yajna, and so many kinds of people have come there. All the gods have come there. Brahmaji was there, Shivji was also there, and then Narada, and then Ashwini Kumaras, and then Indra, and everyone had come there to see that sacrifice, right? So this is a marriage picture actually, but after marriage, they had arranged a sacrifice, yajna. So now everyone was sitting, right? जैसे पार्टी में जाते तो पहले क्या करते, बैठे ही रहते ना, तो वैसे सब बैठे थे. And then suddenly Daksha came. Now, Daksha was really brilliant man. He was shining like a gold. It was feeling that thousands and thousands of sun has risen from the east. It was so effulgent, right? And everyone got up from their seat. Why we got up from our seat? To pay respect, right? Jaise you are sitting in the school, in your class, and immediately your headmaster come, the principal come, you stand up. Good morning, sir, or madam. You say like that. So similarly, all they stood up. They stood up, but two people were sitting. Two people were sitting. One was Brahmaji, right? Brahmaji did not stand up, because Daksha is like his son, right? And Shivji did not stand up because he was just meditating on Krishna. He was in his own sadhana. Shivji is Atmaram, Atmakam. He don't bother about what is going aside. क्या चल रहा है उनको कुछ पता नहीं होता. वो केवल, आपने देखा होगा मूवीज में, सीरियल्स में, शिवजी हमेशा ध्यान करते रहते हैं, राइट? एंड वंस अपॉन अ टाइम सती आस्क्ड कि क्या आप इतना क्या ध्यान करते, राइट? देन ही सेड राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तुल्यम राम नाम वरानने. Parvati, I'm chanting Lord Ram's name and I'm feeling so happy after chanting that, right? Ram Ram iti Ram, always chanting Ram 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 Ram. So उनको पता ही नहीं था कि कौन आया है, दक्ष आया है, कौन आया है, वो तो अपने धुंध में थे. And in the 12th chapter we saw the qualities of a devotees, right? He is not bothered कि क्या चल रहा है. अनिकेत स्थिर मति भक्ति मान्य समय प्रिय. स्थिर मति, उनकी जो मति है, बुद्धि है, कृष्ण के चरणों पे लगी है, राम के चरणों पे लगी है, बस वही ध्यान कर रहे. Now this Daksha सब जगह पे देखा उसने, सब खड़े है कि नहीं, and he was so happy. But he could see that, you know, Brahma and Shivji is sitting, right? So Brahmaji was like his father, so he did not say anything. But when he saw that Shivji is sitting, he was so angry. So angry. उसने मुझे इज्जत क्यों नहीं दी? उसने मुझे देख के भी उसने आंखें बंद कर ली. Why he did not stand up to respect me? He was was so angry. And then what happened was a history, right? And then he started cursing. He started cursing this Shiva. His name is only Shiv. Shiv means auspicious. And he's so inauspicious. He stays in a crematorium. My tender-hearted, my soft girl, I have given to him. I did not want to give him such a dirty guy he is. What he's doing, he's just putting that ash of dead bodies on his body. Such a dirty person, he never takes a bath. And he's marrying with my daughter, beautiful daughter. I did not want to give him, but it was the request of Brahmaji. That's why I have given him. Such a stupid fellow. He's sitting here now. He is giving. I just spoke few words, but he is giving so much of galis, right? So much of galis he gave. And then he was just sitting. He did not bother actually. He did not retaliate. Did not retaliate. मेरे को कैसे बोला रे तूने? He was just happy. He was just chanting Ram, 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 Ram. He did not say, how did you give me galis? Now I will not leave you. No, Shivaji was happy. Atmaram, he just satisfied within himself. But now, Nandi became angry. The Nandi is Shivaji's vehicle, right? So now Nandi became angry. Nandi said, what the hell you are doing, Daksha? Do you know whom you are speaking with? It's Lord Shiva. And how can you become envious of him? He is such a compassionate being. He's so loving to everyone. Lord Shiva is actually very loving to, his love and his compassion for all living is unlimited. He's an amazing personality, Lord Shiva, really. You must read about him from this pages of Srimad Bhagavatam and you will come to know the glories of Lord Shiva, how he acts. He's so compassionate that once upon a time he realized that the halal poison is coming and he drank that poison and he stored here. He didn't bother कि मर जाऊंगा कि क्या होगा. नहीं. This poison is very dangerous for all of the world. I must drink it. He drank that poison. Such a compassionate being. Amazing personality. Hats off, right? And then Nandi started blasting at Daksha, right? And he said that those who are supporting Daksha today, they will beg throughout their life. They will remain beggars. They will have to beg from home to home, right? So few of the Brahmanas actually, they were supporting him. So it is a Daksha, it is a Nandi's curse actually. Now you see so many Brahmanas. Brahmana means actually why they beg. There is different reason, but sometimes this curse is also said कि because of this curse they are still begging, right? The Brahmanas means if you see, they actually do madhukari. They go from home to home and they ask, "थोड़ा सा दे दो, कुछ है तो." So big logic is behind this because when you beg, you become humble. जब पूछते ना किसी से, उससे रोटी है क्या माता जी? So madhukari is actually biggest profession, right? Biggest profession in the sense that you don't earn much, but it gives you maximum result because you become so humble. आप देखो किससे मांग के थोड़ा दो ना, आपके नेबर पे जाओ, थोड़ा दो ना, भगवान के नाम पे थोड़ा एक चपाती दे दो ना, पॉसिबल नहीं है. बहुत ह्यूमिलिटी लगता है, right? So he curse कि जो भी ब्राह्मण यहाँ पे बैठे ना, सबको मांगना पड़ेगा. कभी खुश नहीं रहेंगे आप लोग. कभी आपके दिमाग में, he said, जो भी इनको सपोर्ट कर रहा है उनके दिमाग में वेद नहीं जाएंगे, भगवान विष्णु के प्रति प्रेम उत्पन्न नहीं होगा. He spoke so much of curses. Now when Nandi spoke the curses, now the leader of the Brahmana, the Bhrugu Muni, came forward and he started speaking curses. Now see na, जिसका इंसल्ट किया है वो तो बेचारे शांत बैठे हैं, शिव जी, वो ना, उनको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा. और यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Bhrugu is cursing Nandi, Nandi is cursing Bhrugu, and Daksha is cursing Shiva. बाप रे, इतना बड़ा fight. And Lord Shiva thought कि कुछ तो यहाँ पे गड़बड़ है. He just went to Kailash with his wife. So he was staying there, and then Daksha also did not call him. So many years passed, and Daksha again arranged a big sacrifice, bada yagya kiya, and Sati could see, hey, so many planes are flying, right? So many, I can see so many damsels of demigods, they are flying in the air and they are going, seems they are going somewhere. So she asked, aap kidhar ja rahe? Then they said, we are going to your father's home. Are you not coming? She said, yes, yes, I'm also coming. But Shiva said, don't go there. Did he invite you? Did he invite you? She said, no, but it's my father's house. And Shiva said, no, it's there, but now your house is this Kailas. Why you are going there? Last time what had happened? He had just insulted me, right? I don't take that insult personally, but don't go there. Let them do their yagya. And you're not invited here, there, right? Why you are going there? So she said, no, he's my father. Father may invite or may not invite, but to go there is my duty. I will meet with so many relatives and so many my friends. I want to see my sisters and my mothers. Right? Daksha had many wives, so she had many mothers. I want to see many mothers. I want to meet everyone, right? जैसे कोई फेस्टिवल पार्टी होती तो आपको मन करता है ना जाने का. प्लीज आप भी आई ना. No, I cannot come. Because last time when I had come, your father insulted me and the whole program was cancelled. So I don't want to do that now. So she said, no, come. Then he started saying, you also don't go, Baba. She said, no, I will go. And she did not listen to Lord Shiva. She did not listen to Lord Shiva. She went to the father house. So Nandi followed her. Nandi said, no, Maharani, you cannot go alone. I will come. So she sat on the Nandi and she went to house of her father, Daksha Maharaj. And Daksha was performing sacrifice. Daksha did not notice Sati. He neglected her. देख के ऐसे करते ना हम रास्ते में कभी कोई चलते तो ऐसे कर लेते, सब मुंह फेर लेते, वैसे कर दिया. She felt so insulted. ये मेरे पिताजी है और उन्होंने मुझे देखा भी नहीं, देख के अनदेखा कर दिया. She was so angry. She felt insulted. Neither any guests asked for her. Her mother and her sister also, did not speak with her. She felt मैं किसके घर पे आई हूँ? ना मेरे पिताजी मेरे से बात कर रहे हैं, ना मेरी माताजी, ना मेरी बहन है, ना कोई गेस्ट मुझे देख रहा है. जस्ट इमेजिन करिए आप ऐसे पार्टी में जाते हैं जहां पे आपको वेटर भी नहीं पूछता, केटरर भी नहीं पूछता, आपको इंसल्ट नहीं लगेगा? आप सोचेंगे मैं क्यों आया यहाँ पे? Right? So she felt very insulted. She felt, I'm useless, so useless that my father is not asking me. Then she said to her father, she said, you have insulted my father, you have insulted my husband, Lord Shiva. You should be non-envious of him, but you are becoming envious. He's such a dear friend of all the living entities, but you have become his enemy and envious to him. I feel shame that I have taken a body from you. I feel shame that I am your daughter. Now I will kill myself. And within a second, she burned herself. She was tired. She burned herself. She said, आपके शरीर से जन्म मिला है, ये मेरा जो शरीर है आपसे मिला है. It's so sinful body I have got from you. You have insulted my husband. Right? I cannot be in this body. Right? So she sacrificed her body. With the moment she burned to the ashes. Now Shiva, when he realized that my devotee, Sati was loving Shiva like anything. And why could Sati marry Lord Shiva? Because she had done that devotional service, right? That bhakti she had done to Lord Shiva. So now Lord Shiva got angry. He said, if you insult me, no problem. You insulted me, no problem. Did I say a word? Nandi say a word. But now you have insulted my devotee Sati. Now I cannot keep quiet. So Shiva came there, right? And all the supporters of Lord Shiva and all the supporters of Daksha, they had a big fight they had, right? And from the body of Lord Shiva, a demon came, and the demon was, I forgot his name, Veerbhadra. Yeah, Veerbhadra came. Veerbhadra was a really powerful man. And he said, इस मुंह से गाली देता है क्या तू भगवान शिव जी को? इस मुंह से गाली देता है. He cut his neck. उसको मार दिया वहीं पे. Now Daksha was dead, and all the supporters of Daksha, they were trembling in fear, and some of them were killed there. Nandi also came, and they have huge battle. You can read in the Srimad Bhagavatam's fourth canto, fourth chapter. You can see how they are fighting with each other, right? And as all demigod came there, they realized Daksha is killed, and they started praying to Lord Shiva, Bhagwan Shivji, maaf kar do, उसे माफ कर दो, उसे पुनः जीवित कर दो आप. शिवजी से बहुत उसने अपराध किए, मैं उसको माफ नहीं करने वाला. Then Brahma ji came, he said, please forgive him, right? So you see, Lord Shiva is cool guy, but if you offend his devotees, similarly Krishna also, Krishna is cool guy. You say anything to him, he will not do anything. But if you attack Arjuna, then nobody can save you from Krishna, right? So just like, mother, if neighbor says something to mother, she will say, "ठीक है, जाने दो." But if neighbor does any harm to the child, the mother will take the form of Durga, right? Isn't it? You must have seen, मेरे बच्चे को कैसे बताया, बोला तूने ऐसा, right? Similarly, Krishna has the heart of thousands and thousands of mothers. तो आपकी मम्मी आपको कुछ प्रेम करती है, उससे 1000 and 1000 टाइम ज्यादा कृष्ण आपसे प्यार करते हैं. एक ही चीज है, हमको रियलाइज नहीं होता, right? It is said in the Bhagavatam that Krishna has the heart of thousands and thousands of mothers, right? Pitahamasya jagata mata dhata pitamaha, 9th chapter says, I'm your mother also. So here he told that he has offended my devotee Sati. That's why I was so angry. But then they said, we need Prajapati Daksha, otherwise who will create the Praja? We will need Prajapati Daksha, हमको भी Prajapati Daksha चाहिए. Then he said, because he is so attached to his, his property, his body, his kids, he's so attached. That's why I will give him the face of Bakri, goat. Why? क्योंकि बकरी भी क्या करती है? मैं, right? करती है कि नहीं? मैं आपने देखा होगा. तो दक्ष भी क्या कर रहा था? मैंने ऐसा किया, इसने मुझे रिस्पेक्ट नहीं दिया, मैं सब जगह पे मैं कर रहा था. तो शिवजी ने कहा, इसको बकरे का शरीर दे दो. And his body remained the same, but his neck was changed. Lord Shiva gave him the neck of Bakri, he goat. Right? Amazing story, isn't it? How many of you like this story and you are going to imply, you are going to apply the lessons in your life? Tell me just raise your hands. Amazing, super. Let's go ahead. We have very less time. Okay, now Krishna here in this verse is telling, दैवी संपद विमोक्षाय, आपको मोक्ष मिलेगा यदि आप दैवी संपत्ति वाले हैं. आपके पास अच्छे गुण हैं तो मोक्ष मिलेगा, बुरे गुण हैं तो नीचे जाएंगे. जैसे हमने पहले देखा ना कि अच्छे गुण हैं तो आप ऊपर जा रहे हैं, बुरे गुण हैं तो आप नीचे जा रहे हैं. वैभूत सर्गलोकेस्मिन् दैवासुरेव च दैव विस्तारशः प्रोक्त असुरं पार्थ मे शृणु. I have told 26 qualities of Devi gunas. Now I will explain what is Asuri guna. Pravrittim च nivrittim च janana vidurasuraha न शौचम नापि चाचारो न सत्यम तेषु विद्यते. प्रवृत्तिम च निवृत्तिम च, क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है कुछ पता नहीं होता. आसुरी लोगों का बोल रहा हूं, ठीक है. Now we'll describe in detail about the asuri gunas. Pravrittim च निवृत्तिम च, what to do, what not to do. न शौचम, उनको cleanliness का कुछ पता नहीं होता. That's why cleanliness is very important. Please understand. cleanliness of the body and the cleanliness of the mind. Right? Don't be unclean. Right? Take a bath and then sit in the Bhagavad Gita class. Right? Be clean. Keep yourself clean. It takes only 5 minutes to put bucket to take a shower. Right? न शौचम न आचार, उनको पता नहीं होता क्या अच्छी चीज है क्या बुरी चीज है, न सत्यम, कभी सत्य नहीं बोलते ऐसे लोग, they never speak a truth. So these are demoniac people. असत्यम प्रतिष्ठम ते जगत आहुरनीश्वरम, जिसे इस जगत में ना भगवान वगैरह कुछ नहीं है. There is no God in this world. Who say? The demoniac people say. No God is there in this world. Aparaspara sambhutam kimmyat kama hetukam. This world, how this world is running? Just by reproduction. By reproduction, people are taking birth, and that's how the world is going. There is no God in control. Nobody is controlling. Automatically, everything is happening. But tell me, automatically आपका signal भी चलता है क्या? Automatically fan भी चलता है क्या? नहीं, कुछ भी ऑटोमेटिक नहीं होता. ये सिंपल लॉजिक उनके दिमाग में नहीं होता. जैसे सब कुछ ऑटोमेटिक हो रहा है. All the world is running only because of reproduction. बस बच्चे पैदा हो रहे हैं और सब कुछ चल रहा है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता. एतां दृष्टं वष्टभ्य नष्टात्मो अल्पबुद्धयः प्रभवन्तं गृहा कर्माणः क्षयाय जगतो हिता क्षयाय जगतो हिता. Now they use their buddhi in the wrong things. They use their intelligence and in the wrong thing, and that's why you see people are not using their intelligence in good things. They are not doing constructive things. अच्छी चीज कुछ बने वो किसके दिमाग में नहीं है, एथिस्ट लोगों की स्पेशली, right? कुछ दिमाग में नहीं. They just creating bombs, right? They are just creating different weapons which will shayaya jagato hita, that will destroy the world. Now do you know there are so many powerful weapons all the nations have? Even if one of any nation decides to have atomic bomb, to explode the atomic bomb, the whole world will be destroyed. Now, who gives such a dirty intelligence? Somebody could have used that intelligence in feeding poor people. This world could be, they could have thought how to make this world better, but they are not doing that. What they are doing? They are just devising various plans to destroy the earth. Let's see how polluted Ganga they have made. Not they, we have made. Ganga is so polluted. Why? Because alta buddhaya. We are not using our intelligence constructively. We have created so much harm to the nature, right? So much harm to the nature. So many jungles we are cutting every single year. So many acres of jungles, right? And we are creating just harm. So that's why Krishna is telling you, become my devotee, and then you will take best care of nature. Because when somebody becomes devotee, he will not cut any plant. He will say, "Arey, इसमें भी जीव है, इसको क्यों मैं काटूं?" He will think this is a property of Krishna. How can I touch this? Right? So the mentality completely changes when one becomes devotee. That's why Krishna is telling everyone should become a devotee, and that's why this is my humble effort to make everyone not exactly a devotee, but at least they should recognize, they should understand what is the real culture, what is the real dharma, right? And I'm on that mission, so you all please help me. See, I'm doing the next course on 20th, right? So you inspire your friends to take part in this course, right? Because Krishna says in the 18th chapter that whoever tells about me to others, he is my best devotee. I forgot the verse, but in 18th chapter we will see that how Krishna tells कि जो भी मेरे बारे में दूसरों को बताता है उससे बड़ा कोई नहीं. So you also tell your friends about this Gita course and ask them to attend, right? So they will also understand. They may not follow, but at least something will sink in, something, कुछ तो जाएगा, right? कुछ तो सुनेंगे. Let's go ahead. Now here he's speaking amazing thing. I hope you are all there because it's 9:22. Generally 9:15 के बाद धीरे-धीरे बच्चे कम होने लगते हैं, but सुनिए, बहुत important है. चिंता परिमेयांश. Now he is speaking about demoniac people, right? तो जो डेमोनियक पीपल होते हैं, आसुरी लोग होते हैं, चिंता अपरिमेयांश, मरते दम तक चिंता होती है. जो भगवान के भक्त नहीं होते ना, उनके दिमाग में मरते दम तक चिंता होती है. प्रलयांताम उपाश्रिता, प्रलयांता मतलब डेथ, मरते दम तक एक ही चिंता. आई मीन अलग अलग प्रकार की चिंता होती है. अब ऐसा कैसे होगा, अब उसको खाना कैसे मिलेगा, अब पैसा कैसे आएगा, ये कैसे होगा, वो कैसे होगा, वो उसका ये बचा है, वो इसका एजुकेशन बचा है. सो मेनी थिंग्स कम टू हिज माइंड. कामोपभोग परमायितावजति निष्ठा, बिकॉज दे थिंक what they think. Why so many anxieties they have? Because they think enjoyment करना है, enjoyment. एतावत् निष्ठा कामोपभोग परमा. My life's goal is just chill, man, just enjoy. And that's why they have so many anxieties कि अब ये कैसे enjoy करूँ, अब वो कैसे enjoy करूँ. Enjoy. Thoughts of enjoyments are constantly hovering over his mind, right? केवल एंजॉयमेंट के बारे में वो सोचते रहते हैं. That's why चिंता अपरिमेयांश, मरते दम तक चिंता होती है, right? I'll tell you one story. So there was a man, he was very rich man, very rich man, and suddenly he told his munim means CA, right? Told his CA that count my wealth. So wealth was counted. So tell me what is the update on the wealth. He said, my dear Lord, you have so much wealth that next 7 generation will sit and eat. मतलब उनको काम करने की जरूरत नहीं, इतना पैसा आपके पास है. Then he started thinking, what about 8th generation? So he said, but that much money you don't have. Only 7 generation ka money you have. Now you're so panic. What? My 8th generation will stay hungry? Only till 7th generation I have money, right? क्या केवल 7 पीढ़ी मेरी बैठ के खाएगी, 8वीं पीढ़ी भूखी मरेगी? He did not have a common sense कि 8वीं पीढ़ी काम करेगी तो खाएगी ना, right? But he was thinking कि उसको क्या चाहिए था कि मेरी सब पीढ़ियां जो है आने वाली बैठ के खानी चाहिए, इतना पैसा मेरे पास चाहिए. So he throughout the day he was just thinking that कि मेरी 8वीं पीढ़ी भूखी मरेगी, मेरी 8वीं पीढ़ी को, my 8th generation will not get a proper food. He was just thinking like that. He became so thin because he was just thinking about one thing. He became so thin. He was taken to the doctors. No use. He was taken to the mantrik and bhundu babas, but no use. And somebody told him there is one guru. Ask him what is your problem. So he went there and he asked, "Bhai, problem kya? Itne patle kyun ho gaya?" Then that landlord said that actually the problem is I am thinking of my 8th generation, that my 8th generation will not have food to eat. He started laughing. But itna hi na, this much only. I have upay for this. I have solution for this. You do what? You take half kg atta, half kg wheat flour, and there is one old lady, she has hurt there, and you give that half kg atta to her. And she accept. If she accept, then you will get a lot of wealth that all the PDs, all the generation will sit and eat. That much money you will get. Just feed that half kg atta to that lady. She was so happy. He said, half kg? मैं 100 kg दूंगा उसको. I will feed her 100 kgs atta. I will give her 100 kgs wheat flour. So he had a big cart load of that atta, wheat flour. He went to that small hut. That old lady was sitting there, right? And he said, Mataji, I have got you some food. But she said, I have already eaten. I don't need food. Mataji, take some food. Tomorrow you will need. No, I don't need. Today's work is done. Tomorrow, कल देखा जाएगा. आज क्यों मैं इतना चिंता करूं? So he said, no, no, no. You take 100 kgs. Now you will not have to beg or you will not have to ask anybody. Keep this 100 kgs atta at your home, flour at your home. You will be happy, no problem. He said, no, I don't need. Started forcing, lo na yaar, le lo na 100 kilo atta. He said, I don't need. Why should I keep? Then he said, at least keep half kg. Please keep half kg. He said, I cannot accept because today's food is done. Now I'm not worrying about tomorrow. What will happen tomorrow? I'm not worrying. I'm happy. So then he realized, बाप रे, ये जो बुढ़िया है, इसके पास तो कुछ है भी नहीं. Still, she is not waiting. She is not thinking. She is not concerned about tomorrow. कल की इतनी चिंता नहीं कर रही है. But see, I am so panic. I am thinking of 8th generation. अभी 8th generation मतलब after 800 years. I'm thinking of 8th generation. How stupid I am. So चिंता अपरिमेयांश. जो केवल जिसके मन में केवल enjoyment का विषय है. One is only thinking about enjoyment. He will be always in anxiety. Krishna is telling. आशा पाश शतरबद्धा काम क्रोध परायणम इहन्ते काम भोग तमन्येन अर्थ संचयान. So they are earned from various means because they think money, if I get money I'll be able to enjoy. So they try to get money from all different means, right? Asha pasha shatirbadda, there are so many desires. Asha pash means they are shackled by desires. ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, वो भी करना है, तो आगे जा ही नहीं सकते वो, right? आध्यात्मिक प्रगति उनकी हो ही नहीं सकती because they are so bound by so many desires, right? इदम अद्य मया लभ्या इमं प्राप्से मनोरथम. आज मुझे इतना धन मिला है, कल मुझे इतना मिलेगा और भविष्य में और मिलेगा. मैंने यहाँ पे डाला है, वहां से इतना आएगा. आज इतना आया, आज की इतनी कमाई है, कल की इतनी होगी. वाह, just thinking about that. असो मया हत शत्रु हनिष्ये चापरानपि. I have that enemy and I have killed him. Now few enemies are more remaining. I will kill them. These are also enemies. I will kill them. Just thinking about that. He don't want any enemies. He just want to kill everyone. Ishwaroham, because he think I am God. Ishwar aham, I am God. Ishwaroham aham bhogi, I am enjoyer. Siddhoham balavan sukhi, I am the most happy person. But he is most dukhi person, right? He is most dukhi because he is so attached. He cannot move ahead at all. Balavan sukhi, I am the most happy. आढ्यो बिजनवानस्मि कोन्योस्ति सदृशो. मैं, मेरे जैसा कौन है रे? कोई नहीं है मेरे जैसा, मैं ही हूँ. आढ्यो बिजनवानस्मि. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. यक्षे रस्य विमोदिष्य इत्याज्ञान विमोहिता. They are just ignorant. विमोहिता. अनेक चित्त विभ्रांता मोहजाला समावृतम प्रसक्तान काम भोगेषु पतन्ति नरकोषु चे. Now they go to hell. Kama bhogeshu, they are so attached to the enjoyment, sense enjoyment, and they don't think ये अच्छा है कि बुरा है. ये अच्छा है कि बुरा है. They just think मुझे just मेरे टंग का sense enjoyment करना है. I just want to eat nice. They will not think कि this is veg or non-veg. This is not, they will not think this is pure food or impure food. I want to satisfy my tongue. Now, tongue is one example. They want to enjoy all the kinds of senses. And they will not see कि इससे किसको पीड़ा हो रही है, किसको आनंद आ रहा है. They are not concerned about anyone. They are just concerned about themselves. I want happiness. बाकी सब जाए भाड़ में. तो कृष्ण भी बाद में उनको पतंती नरको सुचे. They all go to hell later. आत्मसंभाविता स्तब्धा धनमान मदान्विता यजन्ति नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेन निपूर्वकम. कभी कभार वो पूजा कर लेते. They do puja sometimes, asuri, but they don't have faith in the names of God. दम्भेन अविधिपूर्वकम. They do just for the sake of doing. हाँ, पूजा बोला ना, यज्ञ बोला ना, वो ब्राह्मण ने कर देंगे. They don't have faith. Just for the sake of doing, they do that. अहंकार बलम दर्प काम क्रोध च संश्रितः Mamatma paradeheshu pradvishantobhya suyaka. Now what happens? They start hating Krishna. Till the time, till the time we think I'm the enjoyer, no? We will not able to worship Krishna. Because Krishna says, actually, I'm the enjoyer. So when somebody thinks I'm the enjoyer and Krishna says he is the enjoyer, then actually Krishna becomes your enemy, right? Many times people think, hey, Krishna has so many girlfriends. How can he have so many girlfriends? So many sakhis he have, so many manjiris he have, and I don't have one. They become envious of Krishna. But we have to understand that Krishna is the real enjoyer, right? Krishna is not only the husband of these gopis, but Krishna is the husband of everyone. Krishna is the protector of everyone. Krishna is the enjoyer of everyone. So we make the animosity towards Krishna. We become envious of Krishna. Hey, Krishna is enjoying so much opulence. I'm not able to enjoy that. But understand, Krishna is God. He has created you. Pradvishanti Bhyasuyaka. He becomes so envious of Krishna. Right? Tanham Vishatha Kruran Sansareshu Naradaman Kshipamya Jastra Shubhana Surisheshwar Yonishu. Now I put them into the animal planets. आसुरीम योनिम आपन्ना मूढ़ा जन्मनि जन्मनि, मैं उनको सड़ने देता हूँ ऐसे लोगों को, right? Those who envy me, those who don't follow the regulatory principle of life. इसलिए हम देखेंगे कि हमको ऐसे नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि hey, he is doing so much sins but still he is so happy. He has looted this bank, he has stolen so many women, and he has done so much of sins, but still he is so happy. Don't worry, Krishna is watching. ठीक है, आसुरिम योनिमापन्ना मूढ़ाम जन्मने जन्मने, में उनको वही सड़ने देता हूं एनिमल के लाइफ में. माम प्राप्ते कौन्तेय ततो यान्ति धमां गतिम्. एंड सच पीपल कैन नॉट अप्रोच मी एट ऑल. मैं उनको ध्यान ही नहीं देता ऐसे गधे लोगों के पास. Now here is very important verse. Trividham narakassedam dvaram nashre atmanah kama krodha tatha lobha tasmadedam trayam trajet. Kam, krodh or lobh. Kam means excessive desires. Kam, krodh, anger. Lobh, greed. So we have to be careful of that. Now this is very important verse. यह शास्त्र वेद्य उत्सृज्य वर्तते काम कारतः. जो खुद के मन से चीजें करता है, जो शास्त्र को देखता नहीं, शास्त्र को मानता नहीं, यह शास्त्र वेद्य, जो शास्त्र में बताया है वो कुछ करता नहीं. काम कारतः, खुद के मन में आता है वो करता है. न सिद्धिमापनोति, उसे कुछ भी नहीं मिलता. न सुखम, सुख भी नहीं मिलता. न पराम गतिम, ना भगवान के धाम पे जा सकता है वो. न सिद्धि आपनोति, सिद्धि मतलब पावर्स भी उसे नहीं मिलते. न सुखम, कभी वो सुखी भी नहीं रह सकता. इसलिए आप देखेंगे ना, जो गलत काम करता है ना, आप देखिए, जस्ट ऑब्जर्व कीजिए. इनफैक्ट आप अभी छोटे हैं तो थोड़े बड़े होंगे तो आके ये चीज ऑब्जर्व करना. जो गलत मार्ग से पैसा कमाता है ना, थोड़ी देर के लिए हमें लगेगा क्या बात है यार, बट देन यू सी हिज लाइफ, हिज किड्स, हिज वाइफ, यू सी दे जस्ट विल नॉट keep him happy at all, right? And I have seen this many times, that those people are who are cheating people, those who are cheating others, those who are looting others, cannot remain happy. हमें लगता है sometimes कि क्या कमा रहे यार, लाखों में छाप रहे. We just observe their life. What to say, जनरली कैसा होता है, आपको कर्मों की सजा नेक्स्ट लाइफ में वगैरह वगैरह मिलती है, बट समटाइम्स इट्स इंस्टेंटेनियस, अभी इसी लाइफ में हो जाएगा. So I hope you have understood this demoniac and divine nature, and you will follow the divine natures, right? I'm stopping it here. So if you have some questions, please raise your hand so that I can give a chance. I don't think so it's so difficult to understand this chapter. It was so amazing, isn't it? How many of you enjoyed this chapter? Raise your hands. And I'm saying super amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, any question? You have Kavya question है? Okay, काव्या का क्वेश्चन है.
Sir, who killed Pandu?
पांडु died, खुद से मर गया वो. He had a curse actually, so he died because of that curse.
Okay.
बोलो और किसको है, किस बंद कर दे, 38 हो गया ऑलरेडी. बोलो.
सर, सती देवी ने सुसाइड किया, तो आपने बोला था कि सुसाइड करने के बाद जो भी हमारा समय नहीं हुआ होता है मतलब डेड होने का, तो फिर वो भी एक जगह पे रहे होंगे.
हाँ, उनको रहना पड़ा था और उन्होंने बाद में तपस्या की थी और वो पार्वती बने थे. She again became Parvati and she again got married.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
बोलो यार.
Sir, Pandu, while killing a deer, by mistakenly he killed a Brahmin, so that is why he got a curse.
Right. Thank you. Okay, who else? Aditya, Shravya, right? बोलो आदित्य, छोटा आदित्य. बाद में I'll give chance to Advaita. हाँ बोलो आदित्य.
How does someone become arrogant and then think that he is the supreme and there is no something like God?
Yeah, sometimes we feel that I'm a god and this quality comes because of arrogance. मैं कौन हूँ? I'm so great. I've done this. I've done that. I'm doing this, and they start feeling actually that I'm God. There is no God. I'm only doing everything. Just like Hiranyakashipu. You know Hiranyakashipu? You have heard about him?
Yes.
So he thought there is no God. I'm only the God. Because of me, everything is happening. Right? I'm controlling all the demigods, Chandra, Indra, and Varuna, and everyone I'm controlling. This happened because of his arrogance. So that's why it's very dangerous. Bolo Sanvi.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you that whoever has these like 5 qualities of demons, does that really mean that they are demons, even if they have a little bit?
So basically, you may have some good qualities, some bad qualities, right? So you try to reduce those bad qualities, right? Right. For example, if you are arrogant, if you are getting angry, then that's not good. Then you are not a divine. That doesn't come under the divine qualities, right? So Krishna is telling develop divine qualities. It does not mean that they are completely bad. See, we cannot renounce our anger, right? Every one of us have anger inside, and when we get a chance, we become angry. But then Krishna also tells that you use that at good place. Just like Hanuman. Hanuman, where did he use his anger? He just burn whole Lanka. Isn't it? So does that mean he's a demon? No. So use that at a proper place. Okay, so